Tommy Drew Steever's Hall of Fame journey began on July 23rd of 1953. He was the second of Jack and Lola's 4 children. Tom, along with siblings Nancy, Paul, and John, grew up on the family farm near Lenox, South Dakota, about 20 miles southwest of Sioux Falls. Tom attended Bedford Grade School and was the leading student in his class all 8 years. In fact, he was the only student in his class and one of only 4 in the entire school. However, he had 85 classmates when he attended Lenox High School, where Tom dreamed of playing sports. Those dreams came to an end when the 95-pound freshman suffered a football injury and spent a night in the hospital. Tom then made the safer choice and spent the next 3 years as a student manager. While in high school, Tom was active in 2 areas that would become lifelong passions. He was in band and chorus all 4 years of high school and took on photo assignments for the weekly Lenox Independent newspaper. Tom was active in 4-H, showing cattle at the county fair, and excelling with his photography project, which won him purple ribbons at both the county and state levels. After graduating from high school, Tom attended South Dakota State University, where he put his photography skills to good use. He was a photographer for the weekly SDSU Collegian newspaper. He majored in journalism and took as many shifts as he could on the campus radio station KESD-FM. He soon switched his major to broadcast journalism. At the urging of another student, Tom auditioned in 1974 for a part-time job at KSOO in Sioux Falls. He got the job and also landed a news internship at the station, which led to a full-time position. When a spot opened up in the farm department, Tom jumped at the chance to become the station's farm service director. Although Tom wound up staying at KSOO for 19 years, it almost didn't happen. After only 2 weeks as a part-timer, Tom had an offer to tour with a band. He told his boss he was leaving, but he was talked into staying. As fate would have it, the band tour was canceled, and Tom's farm broadcasting career began while still finding time to play music. Music wound up having a bigger impact on Tom's life than he could have imagined. One night in 1974, while playing at a house party, his rendition of Take Me Home Country Roads caught the attention of Lori Ellens. She must have really liked his singing, because 9 years later, they were married. Their son Brian was born in 1989.
Tom was not only on the air in Sioux Falls, but he was in the air as well. In 1977, he earned a pilot's license and flew himself and others to meetings and events. Tom left KSOO in 1993 to become the executive secretary for the Sioux Falls Stockyards. His job included doing daily reports on several upper Midwest radio stations, as well as twice-daily TV broadcasts.
This is KSOO, Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
I'm Tom Steever, News Service Radio. Strong thunderstorm activity occurred in the area last night and early this morning. At the Board of Trade yesterday, December wheat closed a half penny lower, $2.63 1/4. The March contract down 3/4. December Kansas City wheat up a half point at $2.69. The March contract, on the other hand, was down 1/4 cent.
His work led to an opportunity in 1997 to work with NAFB legends Orion Samuelson and Max Armstrong in a new TV venture called Channel Earth. When Channel Earth left the air, another door opened and Tom was hired by the American Farm Bureau Federation to do broadcast public relations. Tom also kept busy doing freelance voiceover work in Chicago and took a part-time job doing weekend news at WLS Radio. While working for AFBF, Tom visited several states doing TV and radio stories on members' farms. When AFBF decided to move its headquarters from Chicago to Washington, D.C., Tom was preparing to make the move as well when he decided to accept an offer to join Brownfield Ag News in Jefferson City, Missouri, where he's been for more than 16 years. Tom joined NAFB in 1976 and served as the North Central Region Vice President in 1985. He later served as the South Region VP in 2004 and was elected National Vice President in 2010, President-elect in 2011, and NAFB President in 2012. Tom's steady leadership has been critically important to our organization, as he also stepped in as acting president after the death of Lindsey Hill in 2011 and as interim president-elect in 2016.
Tom's list of awards and recognitions is long and impressive. His honors include the Honorary American Farmer degree, Missouri Department of Agriculture Farm Broadcaster of the Year, and NAFB Farm Broadcaster of the Year. Tom has actually had 2 Hall of Fame careers. Along with farm broadcasting, he worked in dance bands for 24 years, including 18 years with Mogan's Heroes, which resulted in his induction into the South Dakota Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. For more than 20 years, Tom and Lori have provided music at local churches they have attended. Their musical talents have been passed on to their son Brian, who is a professional drummer in the Kansas City area. Brian has also put together jazz quartets for several of the NAFB President's banquets.
Over the years, Tom has traveled across the country and around the world, covering events and telling agriculture's story. He is a true professional who has touched many lives in very positive ways, serving as a mentor and example for others. The NAFB proudly welcomes into its Hall of Fame Tom Steever.